My previous name, Candy Stripe, I did
Mm-hmm.
not give myself that name, and
Mm-hmm.
this one I didn't give myself either. So this name, I used to be on Aruga's live using the chat there, and I have this sound that I make. It's an ancestral sound,
Mm-hmm.
and I tend to do it to pull songs up, or just to people like it and they keep requesting it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing making that sound, and then this lady said one day she said, you know what? I'm going to give you a name. You're a powerful, sister. I'm going to give you a name. I'm going to call you Empress SêêLah. And I
Okay.
thought this name felt like it wasn't just her. It felt
Mm-hmm.
somehow divinely inspired. So
Mm-hmm.
I actually liked the name and I adopted it into my name at the time. And then when I was able to change it properly, I did. So now I'm Empress SêêLah.
Empress
So
SêêLah.
yeah.
What a beautiful name. I'm going to play one of your songs before we continue this
Mhm.
interview. I want the people to
Okay.
hear your beautiful voice. Empress
Okay.
SêêLah. This one is called Love More, people.
Let's love more, love more. Let's love more. Baby, it's you. I want to make my life brand new. Hey, oh, I love those.
Somebody said to pull it up, so we have to pull it up. People love it. Yeah.
Let's love more, love more, love more. Let's love more. Baby, it's you. It's you. I want to make my life brand new. Hey, oh, I love those wonderful things you do. Hey, the things I do them only for you. Hey, only for you. I am here.
Yes, I'm just giving them a little sneak peek, right? We give them more later on.
Yeah,
We can't give them everything now. So,
true.
Empress SêêLah Love, are you a born and bred Jamaican? Are you one of the Jamaicans who were born in the UK?
I'm born and bred Jamaican. I
Where in
came here
Jamaica?
when I was a adult.
Oh, where in Jamaica you from?
St. Catherine.
Oh, St. Catherine. Okay, awesome.
Mhm.
So tell us about your early beginnings as a child. Were you one of those talented children who sang in church, sang on the school choir,
Mhm.
stuff like that? Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, so I was brought up in church, and yes, I did sing in church. I was more of a solo singer, I think, from ever since. Music for me was therapy. It was an outlet. It was a way of expressing myself. So
Mm-hmm.
I always tend to write poems and songs from a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I used to sing in the community. We used to have like stage shows, and we'll go to the stage shows and perform and stuff like that. And any little thing going on in the community, we get involved. So we were known. I was known locally. They would call me a singer, and
Mm-hmm.
they call me. I got the name Candy Stripe from someone saying to me, "Oh, your voice is sweet like candy," and that stuck. And I was called Lady Candy, all different type of candies. Yeah. So yeah, I've always loved singing. I always enjoyed singing, and
Mm-hmm.
always like writing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a blessing to me, I think.
Yeah. So at what point in time did you decide to take it up professionally?
Okay, so 2019, I decided that, well, before then I wanted to, but I didn't quite get the connection that I wanted. So, but 2019, I was introduced to Neros Joseph by a mutual acquaintance because I was asking, how to go about getting my song, you know, recorded and released. And he gave me the opportunity of recording my songs in his home studio. So I did my first debut song in 2019 called Find a Better Purpose
Mm-hmm.
under his watchful eye.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That was my
2013
first one.
mm-hmm.
2019.
or 2019.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, that was
that's
my
that's
first
the other
song.
way. But you sound like you've
Yeah.
been sound like you've been doing this for ages. I mean,
Because
Or
I kind of have been. It's just that I haven't been doing it professionally, so to speak.
mhm,
But every
mhm,
chance I get, I've always sung. I've always been writing.
mhm.
So always been doing something. I even was in a competition back in 2000. Yeah, the year 2000, where I was in the Gleaner. So I was doing something, but I wasn't really professionally releasing music those times. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I understand. So it was just like a hobby at first.
It's a hobby, and I think it's more of a way of life as well. It's just something, because to me, singing was just it's something that helped to keep me grounded. It helped me to express myself. What I mean? It's if I'm overwhelmed, it's a way of kind of like keeping myself, what I mean, at peace and so
Mhm.
on. So yeah, it's a hobby, but it's more than that to me, I would say.
Okay, okay, okay.
Mhm.
Yes. So I noticed you choose to do mostly like songs with that, like themes of love and like really uplifting kind of songs.
Mhm.
Um, is that a conscious choice, or is it just the type of music you love?
I think it's what I think is doing music is my purpose.
Hmm.
And my purpose is to heal, to uplift, to inspire, and so on. So if I'm gonna fulfill my purpose through music, then my music would have to also do all those things, inspire, uplift, and all the rest of it. So singing about love and singing about God and being thankful, what I mean, describes those fit right into my purpose. So I think it's just something that I couldn't do nothing else. That's what I think. You know, it just feels right.
Okay, okay. Um, so have you collaborated with any Jamaican producers or artists?
Yeah, so I'm working with a producer at the moment, an
Mhm.
excellent producer. Um, Artist, I'm thinking I'm in communication with a particular artist, Mr. Iruga Style, in the chat there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yes,
right.
I hope to do some
Mhm.
collaboration with him at some point.
Mhm.
And yeah, and there are other people on the cards, but at the
So
moment I'm
who's the
just trying
producer
to
that you're planning to work with? Are you working with?
Love Star is in the chat
Oh,
there as well.
oh, Lobster is a
Yeah.
very, very good producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very prolific, yeah.
Mhm.
It's more than a producer, it's very supportive as well and all the rest of it. So I'm just
Mhm.
thankful.
Good. You're in good hands because Lobster has produced
Mm,
a lot of big name artists also, and
I'm aware. Yeah.
yeah, he's very good. So, what can we expect from Empress SêêLah this year in terms of new projects?
Okay, so my plan was to release an album and it's
Mhm.
practically finished now, but I've actually decided, well I've been it's been suggested to me that I should probably hold off on the album, and I think it's a good idea. Because even though I started releasing my music in 2019, I
Mhm.
haven't really been very active with, promoting them. And I feel that even the first one that I produced, that I released, it hasn't yet gotten, the exposure that it needs.
Mhm.
So I feel those songs I'm gonna try and maybe do a video for them and promote them more before releasing my album. So that's the plan.
Okay.
So also the album I think it might come out this year, who knows, but it's waiting. I'm also doing kind of incorporating some dub poetry into my releases as well, into my album as well. So that
Okay.
should be something interesting coming from me. So it's dub poetry with a beat. So
Mhm.
yeah. Um and I'm looking forward to great things happening this year.
Mhm.
I can feel it, I can feel it coming.
Okay.
So I'm just preparing myself.
What do you want people to get from your music?
So, like I said before, it's about empowering individuals, inspiring individuals. It's about bringing forth healing. So if you listen to my song, I would expect that you might think, wow, this song makes me feel happy, or this song is I'm inspired by listening to these words. Or if you're feeling down, you should feel better. Once you listen to my song. So I think where it depends on where you are and how you're feeling, you should be able to get something positive from my music.
So tell me, in the UK now, drill is very popular, right? Drill, yeah, and dancehall
Yeah.
and so. You think that young people nowadays are interested in your type of music?
Well, here's a problem. If they get a chance to hear it, they might be interested.
Oh,
But that's the issue at the moment. So the reason why drill and those things are popular, because it's out there, it's been given the airways, and people tend to follow people. So if something is popular, people tend to go with what's trendy.
okay.
But I've had the opportunity of going on TikTok and going on different lives, and I've shared my music, or I've sung my music, and young people actually react. Especially find a better purpose. It's something that speaks to them. So I think if they get the opportunity to listen, I think they would appreciate.
So what's the market like for reggae music in the UK now?
It's difficult. I mean, I think worldwide, I think culture, the kind of music that I do is not always acceptable. It's about finding the people that would appreciate this kind of music. That's the thing. So it's a bit more difficult for someone who does music like me. If you're not already made your name, but at the same time, it's something that needs to be done. And like I say, it's my purpose. So I do what it takes. Whether I have to promote myself, or put a bit more effort and try to be consistent. But it's not easy. But at the same time, it has to be done. So keep
I
pressing on.
remember being in the UK in the 90s, and what I saw were a lot of pirate stations that pushed reggae and dancehall. Is that still the case?
Yes, yes, yes.
So
There's a lot of them.
you don't hear a lot of reggae or dancehall and mainstream radio in the UK.
Not really. I think it's mostly the pirate stations. Mostly,
Oh.
yeah, mostly.
So have you been able to get support from those stations?
In the past, I have had my songs played. I mean, you might find some nice DJs who, as long as you have good music, they'll support it. They'll play it. But sometimes some DJs might want you to pay and all the rest of it. I mean, I don't mind paying and promoting myself. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? But I feel like sometimes if your music is not what they want to hear, they kind of make it more difficult for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've had my songs played when I was trying to push myself. When I just released back in 2019. But I haven't really. I don't think I got enough exposure. But I did find some nice DJs who were willing to support me, and even when I offered to pay, they'll say, "Okay, just pay me with a dub plate or something." So yeah, there are good ones out there.
All right, I'm gonna play "Find a Better Purpose." Yes, I want to share this one with the audience. It's a
Okay.
beautiful track, people. Very beautiful track. I love the message in this one.
Have you ever wondered if your life was meant to be? Filled with pain and sorrow, hurt and misery. Do you ever wonder if God's plan for you is real? Search your heart and tell me how you feel. Search your heart and tell me how you feel. Do you really feel that you are living a life that's good and true? Say that you are doing the things you're meant to do. Ask yourself these questions and then search your heart and soul. Find a better
A
purpose
purpose.
in the world.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Empress, did you do
Yes, sir.
any form of voice training, any form of vocal training? You have,
No.
you know, no, it's just all natural.
Yes.
Wow, you were born to sing.
I think so.
Definitely.
I think I was. I think it's about my
Yes,
purpose, you know. Yeah.
yes. The people in the chat say you have you have strong vocals. Somebody saying beautiful voice, nice track, a lot of
Thank
positive
you. Thank
comments,
you.
a lot of fire emojis. Trust me, I love this song.
Thank you.
But I notice you go for the old school kind of rhythms.
Um, I didn't really go for them because one of the problems why I haven't done a lot of music before, I find it hard to find beats. So actually, a lot of the songs I had them before, and then I heard a beat, and I'm like, oh, I can work with that one. So that one was given to me by an artist, so I use it. Yeah, so
Oh,
I just need yeah, and I'm good at when I was back in Jamaica and I was doing like stage shows. I like to sing like souls on a reggae beat, so I'm kind of used to doing it. You know what I mean? So even that song, I have two versions of it. I have a stripped back version, and then I have that one version as well. So
okay.
yeah,
I hear the R&B sound in your voice, you know. I hear it.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me. This is very very nice. Soothing kind of music that you can just listen to anytime.
Yeah.
Mm, positive. What do you think about the current state of Jamaican music?
Hmm. I'm concerned. I feel like artists could step away a bit from the quote unquote slackness, you know, and derogatory music. I mean, I'm not saying everyone should just sing, because some people say, oh, you have to be versatile, but you can sing a love song or a song that, look at Barrett, for example. If you listen to some of these songs that artist like Barrett does, it's it's if you want to talk about okay love and intimacy and all of that, it's in there, but it's not derogatory, it's not out there. You know what I'm saying? It's more in a decent way, and you can listen to it, have a nice time, and still, you know what I mean, be not feel like oh you did something wrong, or you know what I mean, it's appropriate for children and all the rest of it. So I just feel like there's too much slackness out there. I just find it a bit gross. And it's getting more and more disgusting when they start talking about graphic, you know, the graphic aspect of it. And yeah, I think it's in a bad state.
It's almost like, but they say you can't say the word, but so we have to say it's like porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even worse, because you're talking about, all right, for example, you're talking about a male and a female, and you're talking about a person genitalia and what you're going to do with it, and you know what I mean, and so on and so on. Come on now, we already know what sex is, so you don't have to, you're not
Once
going to
upon
the
a time,
detail.
once upon a
Huh?
time, it used to be the males that do it, but now we see the females are getting into the act.
Yeah, it's too much. And then they're not even, all right, people who like that kind of music, they're not even aware that, okay, there's children around sometimes and so on. So it's just out there. And then people have the audacity of saying it's Jamaican culture. It's not. It's not. It shouldn't be. I mean, it's become the norm, but it shouldn't be. You know.
They say
So I feel like
it's what the young people want.
I think because they don't have anything else. There's nothing else for them. You know what I mean? It's not about what they want. It's a matter of that's what is there.
You
Like I
said
said
something,
before,
you said something interesting earlier when I asked you a question. You said if your music is heard, the people will accept it. And you said that people
yeah,
are going for what is being given to them.
yes,
And that's the problem here. A lot of
yeah,
this. quote unquote slap music is being shoved in the face of the people.
Yeah.
You don't get to hear
Re-
the
Recently,
song.
right? Recently, I went on a live,
Mhm.
and I was trying to like give my music out for DJs to play, and I sent my music to the DJ, and he was playing. I was waiting for him to play my song, and he was playing some other songs, and I'm like, wow, these songs are raw. I'm like, do you not have the clean versions? It's like, listen, these people don't want to hear no clean version. If I play clean version, they get upset. I'm like, wow. And I stood there and listened, and I almost threw up. That's how bad the song was that I was listening to. I mean, it's just too much.
I have a question for
So,
you. I have another
mm,
question. Do you think if you were younger, if you were like in your early 20s or so, you'd be doing this kind of music that the female do?
no, 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 I wouldn't.
Why? Why?
I wouldn't because
Why?
it's just not. It wouldn't sit right with me. You know what I mean? And I feel like, okay, I feel there's a time and place for everything, right? Certain things that you do in the bedroom should stay in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't take. Because when I was younger, I used to go out, I used to go clubbing and those things and whatever. I listen to certain music, but at the same time, when I am at home and listen to music, I wouldn't listen to like the derogatory ones. But if I'm listening to music, right, I make sure that my children don't hear certain type of songs and so on. I make sure it's clean tunes. Number one. Number two, if I'm gonna, I don't feel comfortable listening to those music anyway. And if I don't feel comfortable listening to them, why would I go and sing them? I could never. It's just not in me. It's not in me to sing those kind of songs.
Do you think it
It's
has to
not
do
in
with
me
the
at
way
all.
you were raised?
Pardon me?
Do you think it has to do with the way you were raised by your parents?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Because I was up in church as well. And I'm somewhat sheltered, and even to say certain things, I just feel like it's just not. It's just not normal to me. It's just weird, and I find it grow. I mean, I'm not judging no one, right? Because a lot of people. Because I remember saying to one artist, why do you sing all these slack songs? And he's like, it's our life. We grew up in the ghetto. That's what we see every day. You know what I mean? And I kind of understood where he was coming from. Because if that's what he sees every day and he's singing about it, you can't blame him, can you? You see what I'm saying? So if you come out your house, listen to me, you come out your house, you see a woman walking around, maybe not having a top on or whatever else, you know what I mean? They don't care. So he's just singing about his reality kind of thing. So I guess that's the other part of it as well, I guess.
But I've been into the so-called ghetto in various
Hmm.
character areas. I don't see women walking around having sex on the road. I don't see that happening. I,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while. I don't know if it has changed, but I don't think people
Yeah.
walk around and have sex anywhere like dogs. So
I hope not.
no, so I don't understand what that artist said. But I think we're
Mm.
at a point where um, good music and talent is no longer valued. Unfortunately, that's the case in our society, and it's all about
Yeah.
the what do you call it now? Music with a shorter shelf life that creates
Yeah.
shock value and make people want to sit up on the edge of their seats or get up and do crazy things. That's what they're pushing. But if you check
Yeah.
it out, if you check deeply, people still want to hear Bob Marley. They still want to hear Barris.
Yes. Yes. And
They
that's
want
the
to hear
thing.
all the other greats.
That's the thing. Yeah.
So I'm very happy that we have a beautiful lady like yourself, beautiful, talented lady, who's singing the kind of music that you're singing. You know what I mean? We need more singers like you in reggae. I don't care whether you're in the UK or you're there Africa, you could have there Jupiter, in outer space. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need more. We need more. And was so refreshing to listen to your music the first time you made contact with me. And I was saying to myself, wow, listen to that voice. You know what I mean?
Thank
Yes.
you.
I can't, see, I'm playing Find a Better Place in the background because it is so inspiring, this song. Um, so, how many singles have you released so far?
I think 5. So that one I did it 2 versions of it, and I have one called Thankful. People really love Thankful. Thankful, Love More, and Is the Reason. Yeah, so there's 5 singles. But like I said, I have a 15-track album, which is pretty much ready, but I'm gonna sit on it for a while until it's the right time. Then also, I have 3 songs with Love Star as well that at some point will be released. So yeah, I have some material waiting to go up there.
Okay. So a lot of new material coming out this year.
Yeah,
Any shows?
including poetry as well, because I have a lot of stuff which I've written, but I haven't really used them up or anything. So I thought to myself, why don't I incorporate my poetry into my music? So that's what I've been doing now as well.
Okay.
So
Any upcoming shows? Any tours in the pipeline? Will we be seeing you in Jamaica?
well, I'm going to I'm thinking I don't have anything planned, but I am in the headspace that's going to happen.
Okay.
So yeah, I would expect so, because that's the next thing I'm looking forward to. So yeah.
As you talk about poetry, I have a friend that I'm gonna make a link with you and this friend. He's a great Jamaican dub poet by the name of Wise Words.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah, you know him? Wise Words.
Oh, what? Oh no, I don't know him. That's somebody else.
Yeah,
Okay, nice.
I
Wise
could
words.
hear I can hear both of you. I could on a track together. But I'm gonna play Thankful.
Okay.
Do not realize it's the Almighty alone that is magnified. Every day I'm thankful. I know that I am blessed. The Almighty protects me. He takes away my stress. Yeah. Every single hour and every single way. I know that He.
I think there's a lot of pull up there. There's so many pull up.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So many pull up.
I didn't catch that one right away. Look at the comments. Yeah.
Thank you all for your support. Really appreciate of this.
Do not realize it's the Almighty alone that is magnified. Every day I'm thankful. I know that I am blessed. The Almighty protects me. He takes away my stress. Yeah. Every single hour and every single way. I know that He will guide me. No matter what they say, so much beauty to be on. Guess where I'm the more and go.
Empress. You know,
Yes.
I'm not gonna ask you your age because they say it's impolite to ask a lady her age. But your voice sounds yeah. your voice sounds like you're in your early 20s. You have that youthful sound.
Yeah, and I know. I do sound younger than I am.
Yeah. But you look young also. Yeah.
I'm 48.
Only 48. I thought you're all the way. Hold on, you're sure you're not like 28?
I'm 48. Yeah.
I had you done for like 28, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your voice sounds very young.
Thank you.
See, somebody in the chat said they thought the same thing. They see it's not me alone. See?
Yeah, thank you. Big up, Iruga.
You have this very
Team
youthful.
Iruga. Yeah, 1977. Yeah, that's my year of birth. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Capricorn.
Oh, interesting. People say pull up. They say pull up, pull up, pull up.
Yeah, they
Pull
love
for
that song. Whenever that song is being played, too much pull-ups. Yeah.
Oh, you can wake up in the morning and don't be bad. Some people just do not realize it's still mighty enough. I know that I am blessed. The Almighty protects me. It takes a
love it.
Um,
every single
Thank you
time.
so much. Thank you.
I know that He will guide me, no matter what they
You
say.
know, after you did your radio interview on Sun City FM the other day, I got a
Yeah.
message from the manager, one of the managers, and they told me that when you were doing the interview and the songs were being played, the phone lines were burning up and the text lines. Now I understand why. Because
Mm,
it's a similar reaction. Look at the chat. She,
yeah.
Jericho said
I'm so
Capricorn.
thankful, thankful for the Almighty. And thank you guys so much for your love and the messages, the support, gifts, everything.
Yeah, this
Thank you so much.
Empress. I'm predicting that you have a very, very bright future ahead in this music business. Trust
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I see you
Thank
perform.
you.
I see you performing on big stages across the world. Yeah, yeah. People need to hear this music. People need to hear your voice. We need to
I
feel.
wanted to share with you all, Find a Better Purpose, the song that you love.
Mhm.
Did you hear my interview last time in Sun City?
I didn't catch that one. I listened to the one
Okay.
before, and Radio
So
Jamaica.
would you like to hear how I came about writing that song? There's a story that I'd like to
Please tell me.
share. That's okay.
Please tell me. Please tell me.
Yeah. So when I was 12, I wrote that song. No, it's actually 12 years old. So
12 years old.
it's a sad story. So one night, Saturday night, I was watching Crime Stop, and what's his name was there? Cardell Green was the host at the time. And this lady came and she was speaking about her daughter, who was unfortunately, well, she was well behaved, going from school to home to church, and these guys kidnapped her, SA her, unalived her,
Oh,
and
wow.
dismembered. And it was quite sad watching it, and I was crying. I was so upset at that age, and I was like, oh my God. And like I said to you, I always like to write, my feelings and just to keep myself regulated. And I thought I had to get this out somehow. So I got pen and paper and I wrote this song.
Mhm.
And when I wrote the song, it's just stuck in my head. After I wrote it, I didn't look on the paper again. So that's how I wrote Find a Better Purpose. And I thought I wanted it to be like if the people who did this wicked crime could hear the song and just, reflect on their actions, they could find a better purpose. You know what I mean? So the first verse I said, have you ever wondered if your life was meant to be filled of pain and sorrow, hurt and misery? Do you ever wonder if God's plan for you is real? Search your heart and tell me how you feel. Yeah, so that's why I said that my writing is more about healing. So even though it's a negative story and it's a very sad story, I try to make it be something where people can reflect and change.
But even at the age of 12, you
Yep.
were, yeah, you were so, yeah. So you've always been this kind of person who, um, you're like an empath.
Yes, I am. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You feel the pain of
I'm a
others.
very caring individual, even with the roles I've chosen, the fields I've chosen to work in,
Mhm.
and what I've done with my life so far. It's always been to do with caring, supporting, healing, upliftment, and so on. My background is healthcare and counseling, so it
Okay.
all works together.
And the music
I
is
sing
up.
to my patients sometimes.
I was gonna ask you about that because I figure that
Yeah,
has
yeah,
to do. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I can imagine the effect it has on them.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you didn't do music, what other art form would you have taken on?
Well, which I've already done. So I work in the healthcare field and I do counseling as well. So that would have been so any I think everything that I do, I've done so far and that I would do in my future, it has to be to do with healing, with uplifting, something where I can share my loving and caring nature, you know what I mean, to just make people feel better, you know?
I think you
So
could have been an actress also, or even a writer.
yeah, well, I would hope to maybe write a book at some point. Yeah, but all of those things, fit perfectly into my personality. So yeah.
Interesting, quite interesting. Empress SêêLah love. Um, there's a lot of love in the music. We can feel it. We can feel the positive energy as it envelops us when we listen to these wonderful songs. And we want you to sing. That, listen, don't stop singing. We want more songs.
More
We're
stuff.
greedy for, we're greedy
As
for
Master
music.
Luther says, I shall sing as long as I live.
As long as you live, keep on singing. So
Yeah.
now I'm going to ask you to sing something for us on the live.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna bless the place. Should I do one of my songs or any song?
Anything you want to sing,
Okay.
straight up.
Jesus, bright as the morning star. Jesus, how can I tell you how beautiful you are to me? My Jesus, song that the angels sing. Jesus, purer to my heart than anything, sweeter than springtime, purer than sunshine. Ever my song will be. Jesus, you're beautiful to me.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, can we have just one
Thank you.
more? Or one more?
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give you one of my songs that's gonna come out at some point. So this is a love song. Yeah. How much do I love you? That's what I hear you say. How much do I love you? Baby, let me count the ways. Our hearts are entwined and become one. Just the knowledge of your love makes me so strong. I can't imagine my world without you. You're all I need and more. Oh, love is so natural and pure. Real love make me feel so secure. Your love will forevermore endure as it nourishes and nurtures my very core, very core. Yeah,
Wow, love that. Tell
thank
me,
you.
what's your message for the youths, for the young people out there in general, and also for young people who are just getting into the music industry?
I would say stay true to you. What I find is a lot of artists they might start out on a good footing in regards to the type of song or message you want to put out, but then because they're not making enough money, and because they want to go a bit faster and progress and get the songs played, they might change and do stuff out of what they would want to do. So I would say stay true to yourself. try and find people who are doing the right thing and get guidance from the right people. You know what I mean? Don't go down the path where, you might end up going down the path of destruction, basically. And okay, it might be hot today, but it won't last. And then you might regret, you know what I mean? So stay true to yourself. Do what you think is right, and be guided by good people. I would say take advice from good people.
Okay. Wonderful message.
Yeah.
At this point in time, I'm going to invite members of the audience who want to come up and say something to Empress SêêLah to send in their invitations. If you want to come up and ask her a question, or just make a comment about her music, send in a request. All right. I see Iroga. Yes. What's that? Okay.
Oh, the person went.
Yeah, someone came
Maybe
up
they
in the
fell
back
off.
and then
Maybe they fell off.
yeah. Oh, here's Wise Words, what I was telling you about. Wise Words, please come and meet this beautiful lady here, this talented lady. Her name is Empress SêêLah. Wise Words just joined. Is the poet I was telling you about. I love
Okay.
to hear you.
Greetings.
Blessings, Empress SêêLah. Enough respect all the time. Blessings, Rallo.
Blessings, King. Blessings.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. What you say? Start off, Rallo.
Yeah, man, you can go ahead and bless her up. I mean, I saw you were sending up some fire emojis and stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Beautiful voice, man. You know what I mean? And during the interview, I heard you said something very powerful. You stated that music, you know what I mean, especially the music that you're doing, you know what I mean, it's a purpose. You're doing music with a purpose, and that it starts from there. That's the most beautiful thing a person can say, because there's many reasons why people do music, right? But I think the most powerful one is when you know that this is your purpose and you're living up to your purpose, because when the money and everything are not coming in, the purpose is what drives you, and what you're trying to accomplish is what really motivates you, isn't it? So just continue doing the amazing work, love the message that you're pushing, you know what I mean, and I love your unwavering compromisation, you don't compromise with the music, so much blessing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Really appreciate those kind words. Thank you.
Latis. Welcome.
Good night, everyone. Good night, those on the box. Empress SêêLah. Good night, Ralston. Good night, Jacinda. Empress SêêLah.
Good night, Queen. Blessings.
I told you I was coming for you,
Yeah.
You were on the live the other man. I said to you, I am coming for you. You remember? Yes, I asked you the question, them.
All right.
Then, no,
I'm
man.
here.
First, I must commend you on your tremendous job. Yeah?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
To the
You're
Almighty
doing
be
a
the glory,
wonderful job.
Yeah. Thank you
You're doing
so
a
much.
wonderful job. And now I must commend you on your career, especially for sticking to the same route that you have taken from morning till now. That is something hard to do. Yeah, very much so hard to do as an artist. So I must commend you on doing so. And to max off something that you said earlier on, you know this, but just to max it off, a lot of persons hear, but they don't listen. Yeah? Some persons are right, doesn't mean they're correct. I know you get it already, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for my first question, I would like to ask you, what is it that you would say music have taught you?
So, music has taught me that there's power in music, and people can take away the positive from it or the negative. So, like with everything else, there is positive and negative. It's powerful. You know what I mean? And we use our brains to create those words. So it's about us choosing to use music and use our words for positive or negative. You know what I mean? So it's taught me that life, what we all choose to live is our choice. what it taught me.
Okay. All right, thank you. That leads me to my next question. Tell I was going to question, SêêLah, tell you. All right, so my next question to you is, what's a question you often ask yourself after writing a song or after recording a song?
Well, what have I asked myself?
But it's okay if you
If
don't
I'm
ask
happy
yourself
with
any
what
questions,
I've written,
just
if
curious.
if I'm happy with what I've written, and the answer is usually yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I often ask myself that question too. So I tell you before, I have a curious mind. Can I ask you another question
Yeah.
if I may?
Yes, no
Okay.
problem. As long as Mr. Ralston is okay with that.
Listen, when we open the box and that piece comes into the box, I
Okay, that's
super, yeah.
I won't ask any
okay.
question
That's
out of
fine.
place, I promise you. That's not for me. Okay,
Okay,
so I can ask
that's
another
fine.
question. Thank you. Is your music the boldest part of you, or is your inner person the boldest part of you?
The music is not the boldest
Is
part
your
of
music the
me.
thing
No.
that keeps the balance of you?
Yes. So, like I said earlier, maybe I don't know if you were here when I said when I was younger, I started writing music because I feel like it's definitely my purpose for one, but also it helps me to be balanced. It helps me, it's an outlet, and it helps me to, to find peace as well. So yes, it helps me to keep balance, but I would say it's the boldest part of me now.
Okay.
That's the last
At
question.
no, just the fact that she answered it that way. I just have one more thing to say. Not, I promise I won't ask you no more questions.
Okay.
I promise I won't ask you no more questions. All right. So my last question to you is: have you ever thought of separating yourself, as in your work relation, from your music, or is it that at all times you're just going through with the mindset, the same following, like I do good, my music stays good, or is it ever a time that you feel like you should separate your music from your your work ethics?
No, because it's always in line. Everything is always aligned. And that's what purpose, when you know your purpose and you align to your purpose and to the Almighty, then there's no changing. And you can't even change it if you try, kind of thing. It is
Okay.
what it's supposed to be.
Okay. Well, I
Interesting.
tell you what, you see, thank you for answering my questions. I could question it from now till I like your answers, But I won't.
Thank
I'll leave you alone. I promise. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions.
Thank you. Thank you
It
very
means a
much.
lot.
Thank you
I
for
appreciate your
challenging
answers.
me a little bit.
Oh, they're not.
It's good.
Sorry, not intended. I'm a writer. I ask questions and I get answers, and
No,
I'm
it's
like,
good. It's
booyah.
good. No, I like to
So
be.
yeah,
I mean, I get the element of surprise. You know what I mean? And it's good to sometimes to think outside the box. So yeah, I appreciate all that.
yeah. You see, it's mutual. Thank you for answering.
Thank
So,
you.
Ralston, I'll shut up.
No, listen. If you want to throw in another question, then no worries. I've been telling her now, Empress, that she's gonna have to start co-hosting with me, but she's afraid.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So, Empress, since I'm allowed to ask another question, right?
I
What's
know
a
she's gonna
pitter
do it.
patter youth?
Go ahead.
All right. So, they say pitter patter, right? But what's a pitter patter for you in your career?
What's Peter Potter again, please?
Sound like
The little
raindrops to
bits
me.
and dips and
Or highs and lows,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
peaks and valleys.
So I think the lows was me not thinking I'm able to, because I find that I have a lot of songs. I write songs, I write poetry, but getting the right beats and getting the right connections. Sometimes I get disappointed, not being able to have the right beats to go with my songs. And I think in Jamaica you might find it easier to put a studio and someone can actually create, a beat for you. But here I don't know where I can get that. So that's the down aspect of it. However, I've always still continued to write, and I'll still go on YouTube and take people's beat and write to them, even though I can't use them. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that would be the downside. But I think the upside now, I think now is the upside because I tell myself that no matter what, I'm going forward. And I realize that everything is falling into place and the beats are coming. So I think it's the right time, you know what I mean, to make the move. So yeah, I'm thankful.
Oh,
Have you ever had a challenge with working with engineers to get the music mixed and mastered and stuff like that?
Yes, 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 I
I
have.
realize,
And
because I realize that's a thing. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
go ahead,
And
go ahead.
they love to put auto tune on your thing. I don't like it. I hate auto tune.
Same
I
here.
mean, and they don't even ask you. You sing the song, you listen to the song, and you're happy with it, and you're like, okay, mix and master it now. And then they come back to you, and it's sounds so mechanical. You know, I don't like that at all. I feel like if it's not great, if it needs fixing, I'll fix it. But I don't want to hide my voice because that's where the gift is. That's where the message is. You know, the tone and everything is important to deliver the message. So
So
Empress, have you ever had to silence any form of noise in your head through going through music, through handling the personals of life? Have you ever had to silence any noise inside your head?
yeah, I think we all have, yeah, definitely, because um a bit of biology, not biology, a bit of psychology, sorry. Our brain is wired to do negative bias. So we all have some negative thoughts in our heads from time to time. And obviously we have to just, well, I have to use positive to, you know what I mean, get rid of the negative.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I won't question you no more. You have been great at
For
answering my
now.
questions. Oh my God. That's why I'm coming out of the box because
All
you
right
have to
then.
leave. You have to leave. I turn fire. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, Rallo.
Blessings.
Big
Always a
up the
pleasure having you back.
Empress. Empress SêêLah love.
Greetings, blessings,
Yeah, man. What a
blessings.
love you bring to the panel.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Jalove.
man.
You bring a lot of love and talent and color also.
Yeah,
And
man. True, true.
Thank you.
Yeah, so far, I love the sound. I
Thank
love
you.
the music. You know, I think I have places to go within this chat. So just stay on the part you're on
Yeah.
and continue to travel. There is nothing there to stop you.
I agree with you
Thank you so
100%.
much. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
man.
agree 100%. As long as she keeps working and promoting the music, I know that she link up with like a good producer like Lobster. Trust me, skies are the limit. As your
Yeah.
voice, there's something special about your voice, I tell you. And it needs to be heard.
Yeah, man, that sounded great, you know. And she stand out. She not sound like nobody. You know,
Yeah,
she sound like her. She don't sound like her. Me like that about her too, you know.
yeah. She's all
Thank
original.
you.
Original
Yeah.
original sound, original lyrics. You write all your songs?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Write all my songs.
Wow, that's amazing. So you're not only a wonderful singer, but you're also a wonderful songwriter as well.
Yeah.
Yes, full package
And poet. I do poetry as well.
and poetry. Awesome. Well, people, there you have it. Beautiful Empress SêêLah out of the UK. SêêLah Love out of the UK, right here on the Ralston Bright Show. She's been here with us for almost an hour, telling us about her journey in music, sharing the music with us, telling about what inspired her to get into music and why she sings the kind of songs that she does. And it has been a tremendous interview. We don't want to tire her out, but I have to ask you at least one or two more questions before you go.
Okay.
Yes. So you did mention that you sing music to heal people, right? Oftentimes, I've heard artists say they are not responsible for the impact that their music has, and the kids are. Some of them just say blatantly, "We're not responsible for raising nobody." What are your thoughts on that?
No, they can't say that. They are accountable. We are all responsible for what we put out in the world and the impact what we put out in the world as. We can't say that. I think that's very irresponsible to say, and I think they honestly don't think they don't believe that, but they just say it to maybe take the accountability from themselves. But they should. I feel like I sing a song. My music is to uplift, to empower, to heal, to inspire, and I'm responsible for that. I feel good knowing that my songs are out there. If a child press play, it will be something that, will empower them. And if adult, it's not something that's going to cause harm. So I'm accountable for that, and I'm happy for that. If I'm doing something now that's going to cause somebody to feel hurt and to cause harm, or to have negative impact on them, it's also my responsibility as well, I feel. So I think that's definitely the wrong statement for them to make.
Okay. And my final question to you: where do you see yourself in the next 10 years in the music industry?
Okay, I see myself in the next 10 years wherever Almighty God wants me to be.
Good
And
answer.
that will hopefully be inspiring, healing, uplifting people on a wider scale. So doing the same thing I'm doing now, but on a wider scale. And I will not change. I cannot change.
So no Grammys, no Billboard hits.
So wherever Almighty God wants me. So obviously, I'm sure there He has those things in store for me, but it's not about all of those things. It's about me being able to be consistent, to continue to do what I'm doing, and to uplift people. For someone to say to me that, look, your songs actually get me out of bed in the morning. Your songs empower me to carry on. Those things mean a lot more to me than anything else. So if I'm able to do this continuously in the next 10 years on a wider scale, uplift more people, inspire more people, that's enough. Everything else that comes in addition is also welcome. Positive things is also welcome. Yeah.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, with a mindset like that, there's no stopping you. You have the talent, you have a positive mindset. I see somebody said earlier you have a pure heart, which is very, very obvious based on the songs that
Thank
you
you so
sing
much.
and the information that you have shared with us in this past hour.
Yeah.
So I think you're totally unstoppable because with God in the midst of everything is possible. So Empress SêêLah,
Yeah.
I want to thank
Can
you.
I please can I please have the opportunity to just pick up a few people,
Oh,
please?
of course, of course, of course.
Okay. So thank you so much for having me tonight, and thanks to everyone who came on the panel and shared, blessed me basically with their lovely words. Words mean a lot to me, and I want to thank Love Star. Love Star, thank you so very much. I know that you coming into my life is divinely inspired by the Almighty. You're more than a producer. You have a lot of great advice, a lot of great support. I just really appreciate of you, and I just pray that we'll continue to work together and make great music together. And I pray Almighty God continue to help you to help others, because you're such an inspiration. Thank you so much. Haruga, blessed love brother, thank you so much for the love and the support equally as well. Honorable Empress Shay, blessed love sister, I love you so much. God bless Sunshine, Sister Olivia Joy, Raquel, Raquel, and everybody else. I hope I don't forget. I'm sure I forget some people, but thank you all so much for the love. One done as well, and Tiger. Thank you for the love that you guys show me. Thank you so much. God bless. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Ralston.
Yeah.
for
And
that.
I want to thank you for being here with us and sharing, your time to, taking the time out to share
Yeah.
your story with us. And thank you for all the love and music that you've made so far, and I'm sure you'll continue to make. And I want to thank Lobstar for making this
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And people, you know me, full disclosure, um, Empress SêêLah is also a client of mine, a client of Regular PR. But I must say, I am tremendously honored and pleased to be working with her because, you know, I don't work with the hype people. I work with talented people who are making a positive impact in the world with their music. And she's one such person. Empress SêêLah, more blessings to you. Continue to do the great works that you're doing. And we wish you all
Thank
the
you
best.
so much. Thank you very much. And thank you, for the love as well. And I mean, even when I approach you as well, you could have, I just feel like you're also such a blessing. And I pray that Almighty God continue to bless you, to help others. I know you're not in this thing for the money. I know that, you love to help. So I pray you continue to be a blessing and have a long, happy, blessed, wealthy, and healthy life.
Thank you very much.
God bless.
I wish you the same. Blessings.
Thank you.
So remember, this is your community now, So
Okay.
don't go anywhere. All right.
Okay.
Blessings. Take care.
Blessings.
Blessings, Queen, not to speak all the time.
Yes, people. Yes. Another wonderful interview on the Ralston Barrett show. It's a Friday night, talent showcase. So if there are any singers or DJs or poets in the audience who want to come up and do a little performance, feel free to do so. You're single. You have,
Blessings. Yeah,
you have
man.
a big song coming up, new release coming out on the
Yeah,
16th. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I see
Yes.
I see you're promoting up a storm on social media. That's